What if the universe, in its vast and often baffling generosity, offered us a gift? A truly monumental gift. Imagine a way to power everything we desire, everything we build, everything we dream, not just for a day or a year or even a lifetime, but forever. Think about that for a moment. No more fighting over resources, no more pollution choking our skies, just clean, abundant, and everlasting energy. It sounds like the stuff of pure fantasy, a utopian dream. But is it merely a dream, or could it be a fundamental truth about our cosmos, waiting patiently for us to grasp its profound implications and harness its incredible potential for the betterment of all? The digital age has amplified these whispers into a global hum of curiosity and speculation. Online forums buzz with schematics and theories. Viral videos rack up millions of views, each one often presenting what appears to be a working magnetic motor. These clips showcase intricate arrangements of magnets and coils, spinning with an eerie persistence. The creators claim their devices can run indefinitely, producing more energy than they consume. Is this the breakthrough we've all been waiting for? Or is it something else entirely? The central claim is that these magnetic motors can run forever. This idea taps into the ancient dream of perpetual motion. Imagine a machine that, once set in motion, continues to operate without any external fuel source. It's a concept that promises to revolutionize our world and solve our energy crises. The allure is undeniable. It speaks to our hopes for a future where limitations are overcome. Part of the fascination stems from the very nature of magnets themselves. Their persistent, invisible force fields are a source of constant wonder. How do they do that? How can two pieces of metal push or pull each other with such strength? They don't get used up. A magnet today is just as strong as it was yesterday. This apparent defiance of decay fuels the belief that they might hold a secret to tapping into a fundamental energy source. So we return to that compelling question that underpins this entire exploration. If the force within a magnet is indeed a constant, could it truly be harnessed to create a boundless supply of energy? Could the simple objects we find stuck to our kitchen appliances hold the answer to one of humanity's greatest challenges? Is free energy a tantalizing fantasy born of wishful thinking and a misunderstanding of physics? Or more provocatively, is it a tangible reality that we are, for some reason, not allowed to fully access or understand? So, what exactly is this perplexing force we call magnetism? It's an invisible field, a fundamental property of our universe. Certain materials, the ones we call magnets, possess it intrinsically. They pull, they push, without any visible contact, without any obvious effort. But how do they perform this silent, powerful ballet? It's a dance of attraction and repulsion that has puzzled and fascinated thinkers for centuries. This invisible influence permeates the space around a magnet, an unseen architecture of force. It's a quiet whisper from the quantum realm, made manifest in our everyday world. A constant reminder of the unseen energies that shape reality itself. Imagine you could see these magnetic fields. What would they look like? Scientists use a clever trick. Sprinkle some fine iron filings near a magnet. Suddenly the invisible becomes visible. The tiny iron particles arrange themselves. They trace out elegant, curving lines. These are the lines of force. They flow from one pole of the magnet to the other. This isn't a random mess, it's a highly structured pattern, a hidden geometry governing how magnetic objects interact. This map reveals the strength and direction of the force, a blueprint of its power. It's like seeing the wind, but for magnetism. Now, here's where things get really interesting. In the early 19th century, a brilliant mind, Michael Faraday, made a groundbreaking discovery. He found that a moving magnet could do something astonishing. It could create an electric current in a nearby wire. Think about that. Motion, magnetism, and suddenly electricity. No batteries required, just the dance of a magnet relative to a conductor. This phenomenon is called electromagnetic induction. It was a pivotal moment, a true game changer in our understanding of energy. It unlocked a profound secret of the cosmos, a new way to generate power. This discovery revealed a deep, intimate connection. Electricity and magnetism were not separate forces as once thought. They are, in fact, two facets of a single unified phenomenon, electromagnetism. One can create the other. A moving magnet generates an electric field. A flowing electric current generates a magnetic field. They are cosmic partners, forever intertwined. This fundamental understanding is the bedrock upon which much of our modern technological world is built. Understanding these fundamental principles is one thing, but harnessing them, that's where human ingenuity truly shines. We've taken this knowledge of magnetic fields and induction and used it to build wonders. We've reshaped our world, often in ways we don't even consciously recognize. Magnetism is not just a curiosity for scientists in labs, it's a workhorse, a silent partner in countless technologies that define modern life. It moves us, it powers us, it connects us. The applications are as diverse as they are ingenious, a testament to our ability to translate abstract scientific understanding into tangible, world-altering reality. Consider the marvel of maglev trains. These aren't your ordinary locomotives chugging along steel tracks. Oh no, maglev trains literally float. They ride on a cushion of magnetic force suspended just above their guideway. With friction virtually eliminated, they can achieve breathtaking speeds. We're talking over 600 kilometers per hour. Imagine gliding silently, smoothly, at airplane speeds, but on the ground. This is the power of magnetism in action, defying gravity, conquering friction. It's a vision of future transportation, made real today, all thanks to our mastery over these invisible fields. Then there's the dream of wireless power, stretching beyond just your phone charger. Picture this: highways that charge your electric car as you drive. No more range anxiety, no more stopping to plug in on long journeys. This isn't science fiction, it's being tested and implemented right now. Places like South Korea and Michigan are experimenting with roads embedded with electromagnetic coils. These coils generate magnetic fields that can wirelessly transfer energy to receivers on moving vehicles. It's a revolutionary concept. Power delivered on the move, seamlessly and visibly drawn from the road itself. Beyond these headline-grabbing innovations, magnetism is a quiet enabler in so many other areas. It's in the electric motors that power our appliances, from washing machines to fans. It's in the speakers that bring us music and the hard drives that store our digital lives. It's in medical imaging, like MRI machines, giving us incredible windows into the human body without a single incision. These applications demonstrate the versatility and fundamental importance of magnetic forces. They are the unseen engines driving much of our technological progress, often working silently, reliably, just beneath the surface of our awareness. A spinning magnet can induce an electric current. The magnetic field does the work. It nudges electrons, creating electricity. This principle powers our civilization. You can demonstrate this with a DIY Faraday generator. Spin magnets near a coil and the LED lights up. This principle is used in electric vehicles. Regenerative braking recycles energy. Magnetism and induction are understandable principles. They reveal a universe rich with potential. Why does the idea of free energy grab us so powerfully? It's more than just a curious scientific notion. Imagine a world without energy bills, a world where power is as abundant and free as the air we breathe. This vision is incredibly empowering. It speaks to a pioneering spirit, a desire to be untethered from the grid. The quest for perpetual motion is ancient, stretching back centuries. Medieval scholars and Renaissance inventors like Leonardo da Vinci sketched devices to defy nature's limits. Ingenious designs, from overbalanced wheels to magnetic schemes, were proposed. Despite countless failures, the dream persisted, suggesting a deep-seated intuition about nature's secrets. The history of these attempts whispers that we are always just one breakthrough away. There's a powerful narrative at play in the world of free energy. The lone genius, the overlooked inventor, the maverick toiling away in a humble garage or a cluttered basement, far from the gleaming laboratories of mainstream science. This individual, often portrayed as an underdog, courageously challenges the established scientific orthodoxy. They are David against the Goliath of institutional knowledge and corporate power. One such case that continues to echo through the corridors of free energy law is that of Lester Hendershot and his fuelless generator in 1928. Hendershot, a man without formal scientific training, claimed to have built a device that could generate electricity seemingly out of thin air, purportedly by drawing upon the Earth's magnetic field. He demonstrated it powering a radio, and for a brief time he was a sensation, a mystery man with a miraculous black box. The story of the Hendershot generator is shrouded in the kind of ambiguity that fuels legends. Cases like Hendershot's, whether they represent genuine breakthroughs, elaborate hoaxes, or simply misunderstood phenomena, become powerful symbols. Now we arrive at a formidable barrier, a seeming dead end for our dreams of inexhaustible magnetic motors. These are the laws of thermodynamics. They govern how energy behaves, how it transforms, and what it absolutely positively cannot do. The first law of thermodynamics states that energy cannot be created from nothing, nor can it be destroyed. It can only change its form, moving from one type to another. The second law of thermodynamics introduces entropy, a measure of disorder within a system. The second law tells us that in any natural process, the total entropy of an isolated system can only increase or stay the same. This relentless march of entropy is why perpetual motion machines face such an uphill battle. So what about our enigmatic magnets? Their force seems constant, unchanging. Doesn't that offer a loophole? A way to sidestep these seemingly unyielding laws of thermodynamics? A permanent magnet holds its magnetic field for years, decades, even centuries without any apparent input of energy. However, possessing a persistent force field is not the same as being an endless source of usable energy. To extract energy from a magnetic field, you generally need to move something within it or change the field itself. Moving a conductor through a magnetic field can induce an electric current. That's Faraday's principle. But this very act of inducing a current creates its own opposing magnetic field, known as Lenz's law. This opposing field resists the motion that created it. The energy you get out as electricity doesn't come from the magnet creating it, but from the work you put in to overcome this resistance. Ultimately, any proposed magnetic motor that claims to produce net energy without an external input must be treated as a closed system. So physics, as we currently understand it, seems to erect a rather formidable blockade. The laws of thermodynamics appear to be unwavering, universal, perpetual motion, free energy from nothing. These seem destined to remain in the realm of fantasy, but here's where the story takes a fascinating speculative turn. Is our current understanding truly complete? Science is, after all, a journey of continuous discovery. Theories are refined, new phenomena are observed, and sometimes, very rarely, entire paradigms shift. Could there be aspects of magnetism or energy that we haven't grasped yet? The history of science is filled with pronouncements of impossibility that were later overturned by new discoveries. While the laws of thermodynamics are on a much more fundamental footing, the universe has surprised us before. Could studying such extreme, low-loss systems reveal new physical principles? The path of innovation is rarely smooth, but what if some paths are deliberately blocked? What if certain inventions, especially those promising revolutionary energy solutions, are deemed too dangerous to exist? We hear stories, whispers really, of brilliant minds who came too close to a breakthrough. Inventors who promised a new dawn of energy only to find their work discredited, their funding vanished, or their lives cut tragically and mysteriously short. Consider the towering figure of Nikola Tesla, a genius whose mind crackled with visions of wireless power for all. His Wardenclyffe Tower, a magnificent structure on Long Island, was meant to be the first step. It promised to transmit electricity through the air across the globe freely, but then abruptly the funding dried up. The questions linger, casting a long shadow over his unfulfilled dream. It sounds like something from a spy thriller, doesn't it? Secret patents. Inventions deemed so sensitive that they are locked away, hidden from public view by government decree. Yet this isn't fiction. The Inventions Secrecy Act of 1951 in the United States and similar laws in other countries allow for exactly this. If an invention is considered a threat to national security, its patent can be placed under a secrecy order. The inventor cannot disclose it, cannot market it, cannot even talk about it. It effectively vanishes into a legal black hole. Thousands of such orders have been issued, shrouding countless innovations in enforced silence. Beyond government secrecy, consider the colossal power wielded by existing energy corporations. The current world order, in many ways, is built upon the existing energy paradigm. So the question hangs heavy in the air. If free energy devices are possible, why are we still tethered to fossil fuels? Cui bono, who benefits from maintaining the status quo? Those who control the flow of energy and the vast fortunes associated with it. The global economy is deeply intertwined with the current energy infrastructure. Trillions of dollars in investments, jobs, and political power are at stake. Free energy would be a tsunami, washing away established industries overnight. The economic motive for suppression is breathtakingly strong. Imagine the value of all the oil reserves, the coal mines, the natural gas fields. They represent an unimaginable concentration of wealth. Free energy would render much of this infrastructure and the commodities themselves virtually worthless. Stock markets would reel. Entire nations whose economies are dependent on energy exports would face collapse. The incentive to protect this established wealth, even if it means hindering a technology that could benefit humanity as a whole, is almost overwhelmingly powerful. It's a stark calculation of profit versus progress. Then there's the geopolitical dimension. Energy is not just a commodity. It is a fundamental instrument of power on the world stage. Nations with abundant energy resources wield enormous influence over those who lack them. Oil and gas pipelines are strategic assets, shaping alliances and fueling conflicts. Control over energy supplies means control over economies, over political stability, over international relations. What happens if energy becomes decentralized, available to anyone, anywhere, with a simple device? The current global power structure, carefully balanced on energy dependencies, would be utterly transformed. Such a shift would be unpredictable and, for those currently in power, deeply undesirable. Could it be then that the label of sci-fi nonsense or physically impossible is sometimes a convenient smokescreen? A way to dismiss ideas that are not just scientifically challenging, but also economically and politically explosive? It's a deeply uncomfortable thought. It suggests that we might not be limited by the laws of physics as much as by the laws of profit and power. Are we truly exploring every avenue for a cleaner, more abundant energy future? Or are some doors deliberately kept locked, not because of what's impossible, but because of what's terrifyingly possible for the established order? The line between prudent skepticism and willful ignorance can be very thin indeed. Imagine a world where our machines are not just designed, but intelligently evolved. AI steps into magnetic engine technology, optimizing complex systems. AI sifts through colossal data, discerning patterns and optimizing systems. Magnetic engines crafted by algorithms, pushing magnetic forces limits. A new dawn in energy conversion, unlocking dream efficiencies. AI-optimized engines, self-tuning, maximizing energy output, transportation and industrial processes become more economical. Energy managed with unprecedented intelligence, almost boundless. AI could uncover novel magnetic configurations, making systems potent. Our journey into the future of magnetic technology now takes us into the truly exotic, into the shimmering, uncertain world of the quantum realm. Here, magnetism behaves in wonderfully perplexing ways. Scientists explore quantum magnetic flux loops and superconductors, which conduct electricity with zero resistance. Imagine materials that expel magnetic fields, creating perfect magnetic shielding. Room-temperature superconductors could transform energy technology, unlocking new physical capabilities. Section 3, the personal power plant, magnetism meets biology. Imagine a world where devices draw power from our bodies and surroundings. This is the emerging field of magnetobiological devices. Our bodies are in constant motion, immersed in ambient electromagnetic fields. Tiny generators could convert this energy into a personal power source. Imagine a pacemaker that powers itself from the heartbeat, or smart clothing that charges electronics as you move. This isn't just convenience, it's enhancing human health and well-being. Ultimately, it could reshape our relationship with power. Were the Mavericks onto something? We've journeyed through science, acknowledged magnetism, and peeked into conspiracies. What about the garage inventors and basement tinkerers? Were they chasing phantoms or ahead of their time? Could their relentless pursuit hint at a new energy paradigm? Beyond sun, wind, and oil, our energy landscape is dominated by familiar titans. Fossil fuels power our world at great cost. We harness the wind, we capture the sun. These are our energy pillars. Tangible, understandable, quantifiable. But what if this framework is just one branch of possible energy futures? What if the cleanest energy source has been with us all along? Imagine a world powered by magnets, not just motors, but transformative ways. What if the future isn't powered by oil, wind, or the sun? What if it's driven by magnetism? No burning, no turbines, just materials, a re-evaluation of energy, decentralized power anywhere, anytime, an end to energy conflicts, a reduced environmental footprint. Magnets could be a metaphor for a hidden power source waiting for recognition, a poetic notion of discovery. The energy has always been there. It's about unlocking, not inventing, like a hidden spring in a desert, overlooking a fundamental gift, a gift that could reshape our world. Why haven't we embraced it? Why does this possibility linger at the fringes? Section 3. The unseen hand discovery's edge or deception's shadow. We find ourselves teetering on a fascinating edge. Is it the edge of a monumental discovery? Are we on the cusp of understanding magnetism in revolutionary ways? The prospect is exhilarating. It speaks to human ingenuity and a future filled with abundance. Or are we standing in the center of something far more unsettling, the center of a carefully constructed illusion? If technologies for clean, free energy are suppressed, the implications are disturbing. It suggests limitations imposed by human greed and control. This paints a picture of deliberate obfuscation. The stakes could not be higher. A cleaner, more equitable future for humanity. A future where innovation flourishes, or the continuation of a system that profits from scarcity. Are we exploring every possibility with open minds? Or are powerful forces ensuring the status quo remains? As the magnetic rotor spins and fades, we are left with unsettling questions. What if early pioneers weren't crazy, but visionaries? What if the future is powered by magnets? Are we at the edge of discovery or a cover-up? The energy has always been there. Maybe we're not allowed to use it, or perhaps we haven't been brave enough to look.